This is week 2 of building my own personal studio. I got the green screen up, I got some shelving up. This week what we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure that the green screen is ironed out so that it's nice and flat. I got a steamer just for that. Didn't realize I would need one, but I got one for that. I also bought some new curtains because my old curtains were green, and when the light filtered through, it also, casted some green shadows. So I didn't want that, got some black curtains for that. And the last thing that I'm hoping to get through for this week is I got some C-stands to be able to build some scaffolding that's going to be able to hold all of my lighting for the future. So I'm gonna see how that works, how that plays out. Hopefully it works well, but only one way to tell, and that's to build it and see if it all works out in the end. So this is the steamer that I got right off Amazon. It was only like 20 to 30 bucks. I actually tried it on my black curtains. It works really well. The only thing that's wrong with it is, as you can see compared to my hands, it's really small. So like it only steams for about like 3 to 4 minutes and then it's out of steam and I have to go refill it. But it does do a really quick job. It heats up super quickly. You can actually tell in there that the bubbles will start forming and then the steam will start coming out. It takes about, I don't know, a minute for it to really get going, but once it does a really good job. So definitely getting through some of the tasks that I've been wanting to do. The green screen is nicely steamed out, the black curtains are on, and the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put up the C-stands. And then with the C-stands up, so long as they're actually good quality, I'm not sure yet, I just bought them off Amazon. If that is good, then all of a sudden I have a place to put up my lights, and then we can actually start putting up some really good studio lighting, and these vlog videos will start getting a lot better in terms of image quality because there's going to be a lot more good quality daylight flooding this room. So we're getting close to actually having something that's actually reasonably kind of like a filming studio. So definitely exciting. Going to continue chugging on, and hopefully we're going to have something great at the end of this week. Alright, so I just put together one of the first C-stands, and they're actually very simple to put together. They come in 3 pieces. Down at the bottom you'll see the stand that actually comes as one piece. So all you have to do is, when you get it, is you spread out the legs, and then you can tighten these screws right here, and this will tighten the legs into the positions you want them. Obviously the longest one is the one that's furthest away. So if you're going to have a lot of weight, say on this side of the C-stand, then what you want to do is you want to have the longest leg facing towards the side with the most weight. But a very robust construction. I actually bought the non-pro version. This is, I guess, the step down. This is called the heavy duty version, and from what I can tell from the newer design is that it basically comes with plastic parts instead of metal parts. The pro version has all metal parts, but it's also much more expensive. Well, it's like $70 more expensive, so take it with a grain of salt if you want to buy the more expensive version. But I think the plastic is strong enough and hard enough to where it's going to last for my needs, because I'm really not going to be moving this too much once I get it set up. But definitely much stronger than the traditional light stands that you would see. These grip heads are really well constructed. There's actually a shim right in there that will prevent it from slipping once you tighten it down, so this rod right here won't accidentally drop down. So right now I have both of the C-stands with the boom arms completely set up, And what I was trying to do doesn't seem like it's going to work really well. I might have to find another solution, but I was actually trying to connect these two boom poles together to make one solid piece so that I can have this huge stretch of area over the top of my head that was going to be super rigid and super strong, so that I can, put, large lights up there, even dangle a camera or maybe a monitor. The problem is that this area right here, it's too long, and I couldn't get the grip head to attach with one of these larger notches. I actually had to use a smaller notch, which didn't make it as rigid as I would like. So one thing I know is that this is going to work. There's definitely going to be a little bit of work that I need to do in order to make this scaffolding at the top of my ceiling to be robust enough to be able to do everything I want it to do. But it's definitely strong enough. I definitely need to figure out a different pole to use to cross between the two C-stands. But it's going to work, and it's going to be really neat once I connect all 4 of the C-stand posts together. So it's more work and back to the drawing board for now, but I think it's going to be really neat once I'm done with it.